Welcome, everyone, to the Apoco-Larry podcast. I'm Steve, and he is...
Father Larry.
Oh. And when have you taken your vows, Father?
Well, I am a father.
Yes.
So I thought, it doesn't have to be religious.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right.
I didn't want to say ABBA because that had overtones of spiritual.
A Swedish rock band, or
Yes. Yeah. Do you remember Silverwind? They were the Christian version of ABBA.
No, Silverwind is before my time.
Is it?
Yeah.
Oh shoot! I saw them in concert.
Yes, you did. I can say that to him right now, folks, because he can't say anything back to me. So, no, I do know the name, but I do know they were slightly before my time.
Yeah, David Meese. Were you around for David Meese?
I caught him in the later years.
Oh, okay.
After he recorded his greatest hits album.
Yes, he was very good.
David Meese is very good. Yeah, very good.
We used to go to these things called all night sings, and they sounded horrible, but because I was just a brand new Christian. But it was Larry Norman and Chuck Girard and Randy Matthews, and all those guys. So it was really quite good. Almost as good as the Gibeonites being avenged.
Oh, nice tie-in! Way to pull it back. So tonight we're talking about 2 Samuel 21, my friend.
We are, and this is kind of a break. It's a break because they think that it's David in his later years, but there's not a strict line of chronology that ties it to the rest of the book. So you don't know exactly when these events are happening, but David's getting older. So in the one, they tell him maybe you shouldn't come to war with us anymore because he's obviously getting older. So this isn't in the latter part of his reign.
Yeah.
But nobody can nail down a timeline on the events of this one.
Okay.
So it's sort of like the guy's getting to the end of this book and thought, hey, I better say this about David.
Yeah. Oh, I forgot.
Yeah, I forgot this. Of course, in verbal plenary inspiration, which we all uphold, we have to say, but God knew what he was doing.
Oh yeah, he does.
Yeah,
and totally does actually.
Yeah.
No. Okay. Verse 1. During the reign of David, there was a famine for 3 successive years. So David sought the face of the Lord.
You're breaking up oddly.
Am I? Oh, sorry.
Yeah. I don't know if it will on the thing, but
folks, you'll just have to piece it together. The Lord said, "It is on account of Saul and his blood-stained house. It is because he put the Gibeonites to death." The king.
Okay, now I'm going to stop there just for a second. Yes. This is the only thing that says this. Like I thought it had said it somewhere earlier in Samuel, but I double-checked, and this is the only place where it talks about Saul killing the Gibeonites.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. At least the only place that I know of.
Yep. Okay, verse 2. The king summoned the Gibeonites and spoke to them. Now the Gibeonites were not part of Israel, but were survivors of the Amorites. The Israelites had sworn to spare them, but Saul in his zeal for Israel and Judah tried to annihilate them. That doesn't sound like Saul at all.
No. And actually Saul was trying to do a good thing here.
Right.
But do you remember who the Gibeonites were? They were the ones that were when Joshua was supposed to kill everybody in the land, and they were from Jerusalem area.
Right.
And they came back kind of in rags and said, "Hey, we're foreigners, and could you help us?" And totally pulled the wool over Joshua's eyes. But he made this pact with them, so they stood to this pact. And nobody in Israel had ever done anything to the Gibeonites. And then Saul came in and just mass slaughtered them.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, they deserved it.
Yep.
But Joshua had said, "We will not do this."
Yeah.
And then Saul did it.
Yep. Okay. David asked the Gibeonites, "What shall I do for you? How shall I make atonement so that you will bless the Lord's inheritance?" The Gibeonites answered.
Now remember, I keep jumping in.
No, that's fine. That's absolutely
remember
fine.
The reasons David's doing this is because there's been 3 years of drought, 3 years of famine. I don't know if it was drought. 3 years of famine.
Okay. So verse 4, the Gibeonites answered him, we have no right to demand silver or gold from Saul or his family, nor do we have the right to put anyone in Israel to death. What do you want me to do for you? David asked. They answered the king, as for the man who destroyed us and plotted against us, so that we have been decimated and have no place anywhere in Israel, let 7 of his male descendants be given to us to be killed, and their bodies exposed before the Lord at Gibeah of Saul, the Lord's chosen one. Oh, that's all.
Yeah, but they said, like, he said, like, what do you want me to do? And they said, well, we just want Saul's 7 descendants killed. So can you imagine these poor guys? I mean, this is years after the event.
Yeah. Who are like, who are the Gibeonites again? Like, I mean, who are they?
Yeah. Oh, they're nobody. They are nobody, right?
Yeah. We're doing what? Okay.
Yeah.
So halfway through verse 5, this is how David answers him. So the king said, I'll give them to you. Or verse 6, I should say. Sorry. The king, now we're in 7. The king spared Mephibosheth, son of Jonathan, the son of Saul, because of the oath before the Lord between David and Jonathan, son of Saul. But the king took Aramoni and Mephibosheth, the 2 sons of Eliah's daughter Rizpah, whom she had borne to Saul, together with the 5 sons of Saul's daughter Merab, whom she had borne to Adriel, son of Barzillai, close enough, the Methlonite. He handed them over to the Gibeonites, who killed them and exposed their bodies on a hill before the Lord. All 7 of them fell together, and they were put to death in the first days of the harvest, just as the barley harvest was beginning.
Yeah. Yeah. So there they go. They gather up these guys. They, this is like Nazi Germany, right? The soldiers come in, they grab you, they take you out, and they kill you. Yep. And that's what they did.
Verse 10. Rizpah, daughter of Alad, or Ai, something, took sackcloth and spread it out for herself on a rock. From the beginning of the harvest until the rain poured down from the heavens on the bodies, she did not let the birds touch them by day or the wild animals by night. When David was told that Aiah's daughter, Rizpah, Saul's concubine, had done, he went and took the bones of Saul and his son Jonathan from the citizens of Jabesh Gilead. They had stolen their bodies from the public square at Bethshan, where the Philistines had hung them up after they had struck Saul down at Gilboa.
In Gilboa, yeah.
Yeah. David brought the bones of Saul and his son Jonathan from there, and the bones of those who had been killed and exposed were gathered up. They buried the bones of Saul and his son Jonathan in the tomb of Saul's father, Kish, at Zillah in Benjamin, and did everything the king commanded. After that, God answered prayer on behalf of the land.
Weird, isn't it? This is weird, and this is something we don't think about a lot. So anyway, so the woman, the mother of the 2, right, the concubine.
Yeah.
So she kept so they laid their bodies out, and she just kept all the animals away. That's what she did. She slept out there, kept the animals away, and then when David heard, he gathered up these other guys, and then he brought them all for a decent and proper burial, right? And then God answered the prayer and opened up the skies. And it's not something we think about a lot, but they were very clear that when things weren't going well, that they needed to find out what was going on. And I'm not a big guy on remember the prosperity guys would always say, well, that's because of sin in your life.
Yeah.
What's going on? If it's bad, there's sin in your life. But it's good to ask God, because sometimes that is the right answer.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like, I always say to people, if you look for sin in your life, you're going to find it. I mean, it's there.
Yeah.
So you can always go to there, right? However, sometimes the sin is something that God will openly punish for, and that you need to that they needed to repent of.
Yeah.
And when he solved the issue with the Gibeonites, then God opened up the sky.
Yeah. Yeah.
And everything was good, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
It's kind of an interesting thing.
Yeah, it's an excellent point, my friend. Excellent point.
A scary point.
Yes. Yeah. Yes. Yes. Okay, verse 15. Once again, there was a battle between the Philistines and Israel. David went down with his men to fight against the Philistines, and they became exhausted. Like he's out there fighting. He's probably like you said, he's getting on in years, and he's still out there.
Yeah, well, what do we figure? He started at 30. He died at about 70. He was about 70 years old. So he might be in his 60s by here.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. Uh,
Like when
uh,
I went last time I went to battle,
yeah.
I got tired really fast.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Man, where is the Gatorade when I need one?
Oh, of
Yeah.
course, my battle was trying to play basketball with some young guys.
Yeah. Yeah.
The court doesn't look very big when you're sitting up in the stands, but it looks really huge when you're at one end and you got to go to the other end. So,
Oh, verse 16. And Ashabai Benob, one of the descendants of Rapha, whose bronze spearhead weighed 300 shekels. That's heavy. And who
yeah,
was
that's 7.5 pounds.
okay.
And
That's
remember,
pretty.
Goliath, the head of Goliath's spear was 9 pounds.
Yeah.
So, and just so you know, and I know you know this, but a normal size sledgehammer is usually an 8-pound sledgehammer.
Okay.
So it's like the head of a sledgehammer on the end of your spear.
Yeah. Wow.
Yeah. And I forgot. I better just keep yakking here.
Yeah. Yeah.
So these descendants of Rapha, by the way, these Philistines are fighting. They are giants. Like these are, I think there's 4 here, and every one of them is a giant. One is a brother of Goliath, and so they are fighting actual giants. And we don't know the size of the giants, but in the Masoretic text, so the one that most of our Bibles are based on, Goliath is 9 foot 9 inches tall.
Okay.
But in the Septuagint, in the Dead Sea Scrolls, which we thought were based on the Septuagint, sorry about that.
Yeah, no worries.
Goliath was about 6 foot 9. Either way, he was big, right? He was big, and 9 feet isn't impossible.
No.
And can you imagine the strength you'd have to throw a thing that's got a 9-pound thing on the end of it?
Right.
So anyway, that's who these guys are.
Yeah, no, that's great. Good context. Okay, so the spearhead weighed 300 shekels, and who was armed with a new sword said he would kill David. But Abishai, son of Zeruiah, came to David's rescue. He struck the Philistine down and killed him. Then David swore to him, saying, "Never again will you go with us to battle, so that the lamp of Israel will not be extinguished."
Yeah, and Abishai was his cousin. Remember, he gave it. Yeah. He gave the head of the army to him instead of to Joab.
Right.
So not a bad choice.
Not a bad choice. Yeah.
Though I know that Joab would have jumped in there too.
Yep.
Yeah.
In the course of time, there was another battle with the Philistines at Gob. At that time, Sibbecai, the Hushite, killed Saph, one of the descendants of Rapha.
Yeah.
In another battle with the Philistines at Gob, Ethan, son of Jair, the Benjaminite, killed the brother of Goliath the Gittite, who had a spear with a shaft like a weaver's rod.
Yeah, which is a big, heavy shaft.
Yep.
I don't know anything more than that.
Yeah. Yep. Verse 20. In still another battle which took place at Gath, there was a huge man with 6 fingers.
Oh, the 6-fingered man.
That's right. Prepare to die.
We are men of action. Yes. Lies do not become us.
Lies do not become us. That's right. And if you're trying to figure out the references, everything is about the Princess Bride right now. In still another battle which took place at Gath, there was a huge man with 6 fingers on each hand and 6 toes on each foot, 24 in all. He was also descended from Rapha. When he taunted Israel, Jonathan, son of Shimei, David's brother, killed him. Verse 22, finally.
So it's interesting that it looks like it's mostly. Oh no, it's not every time David's relatives. I was going to say, it seems to be David's relatives are jumping in for him a lot here.
Yeah. Verse 22. These 4 were descendants of Rapha and Gath, and they fell at the hands of David and his men.
Yeah. So interesting little. It's almost a thing that he kind of just throws in there. Oh, by the way, I better mention these 4 battles with the Philistines.
Right.
And you can imagine all of the different things going on, and all he just mentions is the death of these 4 giants.
Yeah.
None with a sling. No, just Goliath.
Yeah.
And but every one of them was taken down by by one of the great warriors of Israel, which is kind of cool.
Yeah.
When you think when Saul was facing Goliath and nobody would go up against him, under David, he's kind of pointing out that hey, there were 4 other giants, and with David's army, they just took them down.
Yeah. These men of valor, right?
Yeah. Guys like us, Steve.
Well, maybe guys like you. Yeah. Yes, I fight at a desk.
Is there any kid around here with a sling?
Yeah, I fight at a desk.
Anybody got a sling? Yeah. So, but I guess it's kind of neat that he's just pointing out some of the wonderful things that David did.
Yeah.
Because the next verse is going to be just a big long song that David sang to God.
Yeah.
And then after that, David's getting old, and then it's over, right?
Right.
So again, David was a good man.
Yeah.
He was a great man of God.
Yeah.
And he was a warrior through and through.
Yeah.
I don't know how you get over the fear and do these things that these guys do.
Right. And also David still seeking God's heart by going, okay, so what have we done wrong? Like, tell me what we must have done something wrong. And sure, there was no personal pain to David to have to sacrifice those lives, but that's not maybe the easiest thing to do against Saul's family, who he revered still.
Yes, yeah, and remember the people. There was still a Saul thing going on. Remember, just in a couple of chapters ago, it was somebody from Saul's tribe said, how come we're going with this David guy?
Yeah,
remember, and but he goes to God. But then it's funny, he doesn't say, God, what do I do to make this right? He actually goes to them and said, what do you want? And all that they wanted was these 7 guys to die.
Yeah.
And they say 7 was because that's a perfect representative number, and that's why they would probably choose it.
Yeah.
So,
all right.
So that's it for tonight. Yeah.
Thanks, my friend. That was fantastic. Is a fantastic reminder of how God calls us to holiness still, right? And that there's sometimes ramifications to our sin. And then just the fact that David was still being David at the end, right? Still fighting, still leading armies out, and people had to beg him to get off the battlefield. Nope, that's it. You're off. You're done.
Well, yeah. Can you imagine? Because they're having to keep him alive.
Yeah, that's right. Will you stop this?
This dottery old man who's getting tired, right? They're like, we just don't have time.
Yeah. Put the walker down, Grandpa, and go to the back. Oh, fantastic. Well, folks, as always, we're so happy that we could do this for you. Thanks so much for listening, and just hope that this blessed you. Until next time, I was Steve, he was Larry, and this was the Apoco-Larry Podcast.